Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be VOD reviewing another subscriber, and his name is MVN or Movement. I actually still don't know how to pronounce your name, so if you can tell me in the comments, that would be great. But basically, I'm going to be VOD reviewing him. He is on Nintendo Switch. He's a Nintendo Switch player, and I know a lot of you guys in my Discord server, and just people who watch my channel in general, are a Nintendo Switch or console. So I'm going to be VOD reviewing him. He's playing a game with his duo partner, and yeah, so let's just I guess hop right into it. So yeah, and I'm gonna be playing the audio. However, there is some background audio because it's not recording his screen. It's him recording his TV, or like I don't know exactly what this is, but it's him recording it. So yeah, I'm just gonna forward it till when they get into the game here. All right.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. So okay. So basically, they're landing Dirty Docks. Great drop spot. I actually love Dirty Docks. It's where I drop with my duo, which is pretty good. Alright, and I don't know if this is an arena or a scrim. I'm pretty confident this is arena. I don't know if this is a scrim. Not. Okay, good comms. So especially if if your drop spot is not as contested, you and your duo should ideally try to land in a different spot. Like, if you guys are landing on the same building that has around 2 chests, maybe 3 chests, with the 50% spawn rate, it's not as effective if you're just like landing there, the two of you. So yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of skip all of this stuff, looting and whatnot. All right. Also, you guys get into an engagement here. I can't. By the way, we can't. We're not able to hear his game audio nor his duo partner.
Crack. One of them is cracked. The guy in the back is cracked.
Nice.
Coming.
Nice. I didn't actually see where your duo partner got shockwaved, but I'm pretty confident. Yeah, he killed him. I can see from the kill feed. And you jumping in onto his box.
Box 24 white. Got him.
That was good. I like your comms a lot. Your comms are very informative in his box 24 white. Like that those are pretty good comms. But the general thing is that when you were trying to phase into his box right around, I don't know, I'm gonna say a little bit. Yeah, right here. You could have, instead of just doing this, a good player would have actually held the wall, and I'm assuming that you have better ping than him, but you could have placed a ramp over your head, and then as soon as you enter the box, place a cone in that, like, fraction of a second where this guy places a ramp, you know? Just generally. Alright. I mean, yeah, obviously the comms are pretty good. So, yeah. And,
we played that so well.
Yeah, you just generally, I'm pretty sure your duo is pretty decent, because, he got a kill. So, I mean, he's not too bad. I can't see your kills nor the amount of people left. I don't know what this number is right here.
Yeah, there might be 2.
But that's alright. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are chilling here. This is probably an arena because I see that there's like 28 people left or 27 or something like that, and you guys have 3 kills or 2 kills. I can't tell what that number is. Probably 2, because I've only seen you guys get 2. But yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I would never recommend taking combat shotguns unless you get a golden combat versus like a gray pump. Then that's the only situation where I would recommend taking any combat shotguns, because they're not even that great, you know? They don't do too much damage. Okay, I see this rotation. This rotation's a bit scuffed. I don't really understand why you guys didn't go earlier. You guys could have gone, I'm assuming, based on where the map is, that the circle is near, like, Authority or Weeping Woods or something like that.
One of the rifts were used, I think.
Yeah, well, obviously, you guys, that's good that you guys are looking for rifts. But, oh no, so you guys didn't get the rift. Oh, so now you're getting shot at.
They hit their shot so well.
Okay. I'm trying to see what you and your duo are doing to actively be aware of where you are. Like, I don't know where circle is right now. I'm assuming, yeah, it's kind of near, like, Weeping Woods, roughly. That's where circle is. Okay, so I don't really know about Nintendo Switch, like, graphics and loading in and stuff, but I know that you're definitely playing 60 FPS, 60, maybe even 30 hertz. I don't even know. But just generally, when you're shooting at somebody this far away, it's really difficult to see them. I mean, I know from experience because I've played on console before, but if you're shooting at somebody from this far away, it's quite difficult to hit them, especially if, like, you're, I don't know, like, as far away as, I guess, you are. But, you know, there's always no harm in taking those shots. And, I see that you have directional audio on. Visual sound effects on. The issue with visual sound effects that I have is personally that they get rid of your 3D audio. They get rid of your directional audio. So if you hear someone behind you, the game won't, make it sound like somebody's behind you. They'll just make it sound like it's just a random noise that's, just monotone in your ears. And you'll have to pay attention to the visual sound effects. And also, there's a bunch of visual clutter on your screen that pops up a lot, which is, you'll see it. I don't know, I just saw it a little bit. But something, I don't know, I'll point it out next time I see it, but visual sound effects, in my opinion, aren't as good, and I don't know if you can turn them off on Switch, but if you can, I would recommend turning them off. That's just a general thing.
They were flying. They're not close, but they're not far either.
I also noticed that you and your duo were kind of just going in a straight, I don't know who the IGL is, I'm pretty sure it's you, I'm 90% sure it's you, because your IGN is IGL MVN, so yeah. Alright. Always, okay, this is just something kind of minor, but I noticed that this is an issue with a lot of players. Keep your gun out rather than keeping your pickaxe out, because if you're keeping your gun out, then you're always ready for an engagement, always ready for a fight, you know? So that's just general. And obviously I'm not a professional coach, but just something that I've been learning recently as coaching more people, VOD reviewing more people, is that oftentimes when you are running in a place, there's almost, I guess the simple answer is, there's always someone that can see you. In Fortnite, there's always somebody looking at you. Even if they don't see you with their eyes, somebody always has you in their vision. So you need to be very aware of your surroundings. You need to be very aware of where you are, where you and your duo are as a collective thing. Because in duos, rather than solos, you and your duo, I guess, are two players. So, the space in between you and your duo, and I'd say, 50 meters outwards, is your duo. It's not one person, space, another person. If there's an engagement, if people start shooting in the middle of you and your duo, you're officially separated. So it's not as simple as to understand as solos, you know. And maybe that's why I do enjoy solos a lot, because you don't really need to keep track of another person. But I also love duos. Duos and solos are the best game modes. Okay, I like that you're scavenging through a fight here. This is pretty good. Oh, I just noticed something. You said fighting.
Fighting.
Nice, that's good. I like your comms. I just generally do like your comms. Ooh, whoops. That's it. Retreating. That's a funny use of the word.
We can get in here. Come. It's one guy, solo. Oh, yeah.
And just generally, I don't really know the context right here, but if you're saying, and this is really important for communication in duos, if you and your duo are about to engage onto someone, and you need to be able to identify whether it's one or two players. If you don't know 100% that it's not a solo, if you know 100% that it's a solo, and it's not as important of a lobby, if you die, no big impact will happen, then feel free to rush them. But if you know that if you're not 100% sure that it's a solo, you should try to do a little bit more recon and a little bit more scouting of who and what you're going to engage. That's why you always notice that pro players are constantly walking around a battlefield, where there's an engagement happening in a house, which is what's happening here in Weeping. Pro players are oftentimes walking around farming, but they're always looking at the house. They're always what is going on in there? I'm sure they're trying to gather information, you know. And obviously you did get hit for 100. And try not to be as ecstatic on comms. You said he has a heavy pump, I don't know, 3-4 times. I don't know. But I mean, that's not as big of an issue. But I'm gonna rewind this and show you guys something. So right here, if I were you, I would not take this wall, because the issue with this wall is that there's a massive window. And this guy, obviously, as you find out later, is I guess he's down here, he's below, and he can see you, and he can see that you're breaking the wall, and from where as well. So as soon as you break the wall, boom, heavy pumped, which is unfortunate, you know. And if you took the wall from the bottom, and maybe not even from in front, you could have taken it from the right or the left, ideally the right, because of the right hand peek that Fortnite gives you. It would have just been a lot easier for you to not take that damage, you know.
He has a heavy pump.
And oftentimes in VOD reviews, this is stuff that you're not thinking about in the game, and that's why you watch the VOD review. That's why you VOD review yourself, so that you can think about it next time when you're in the game. Because one aspect of competitive gaming and esports and stuff is just generally that it's not like as physically demanding as normal sports, but it's like you need the brain power that's required to be as, I guess, successful as people are in like regular sports like football and soccer, is that you need to really be thinking of what your opponent is thinking. Like, you know, because while football players are like exercising their, I don't know, their arms and they're like just like doing workouts like weightlifting or not weight training, you're exercising your knowledge of the game, your rotation paths, your mechanics, your, I don't know, high walls, your all this stuff, you know. So that's kind of like just a difference that I would infer. That was kind of like a branch, but whatever. And one thing I realize now is that you guys are taking the same peak from where you just got hit for 100. Ideally, you should try to find, I keep saying ideally too much. Normally, people try to find a different peak so that they won't get tagged, like the same thing won't happen twice, alright? And obviously, when you and your duo do pretty good here, you hit him for a little bit.
Yeah, he's above us now.
Ooh. Okay, not a bad shockwave, not too great though. I would correct a couple things in that. I like this, that you're using your bouncer, at least some of your mobility.
He's cracked, yeah. I'm getting into his behind. Killed him, dead.
Nice.
I have a heavy pump now.
Good job. You have a spaz, floppers. Oh, now you're pretty stacked actually. This guy had some good loot. But, since you are IGL, you shouldn't have been doing this. I mean, like, there's one thing I'm gonna do is that you don't need to stick too closely to your rolls, but you should have been paying a little bit more attention to Storm rather than paying attention to this kill. Alright, and like I've said before, as IGL, your main enemy is the Storm. So if you're gonna be watching where the Storm is, obviously, I don't know how far it is because I can't actually see your map, but I'm pretty sure you'll pull it up here eventually. So I'm going to...
He just friended me.
Oh yeah, that guy must have been triggered.
Yeah. I have a bouncer. Right here.
Oh, does he have...
Shockwave. I don't have it.
Oh no, you didn't have a shockwave. Okay, well that's just truly unlucky. That was a kind of waste of a bouncer.
I used it. Come. I have a bouncer up here.
Not a bad bouncer, but you guys are decently far from zone.
I have 4 floppers. I have 4 floppers.
I mean, that's good. At least you'll survive that. Oh, let me see this. Alright. Yeah, so you should have paid attention to where zone is. Obviously, half of the zone is in water, so this is really the only viable area for you to be. You guys were engaging right about here, and you've been there for about 2 minutes now. So as IGL, you should have at least opened the map once and paid attention to where the zone is so that you could, I guess, plan ahead, you know? And that's one thing as IGL that you always need to be considering. Where's the storm? What am I going to do to make sure that my team does not suffer from the effects of the storm? And one thing like that teams, like, I don't know, like if you guys know who your fellow Arab is, one thing that he'll do is, as IGL, he won't be scared of the storm, right? Sometimes he'll be like, okay, I'm going to get a bunch of floppers and bandages and medkits so I don't need to worry about where the storm's going to be. I can just go as I please, you know? But obviously you got extremely lucky. Smart call, saying to use the medkit.
Bro, I have a heavy pump and a AUG now.
Does he mess it up? Oh no, okay, I thought he messed it up. That's fine. You guys should be okay here. Oh, the mechanics could improve slightly. Those are just... I mean, like, I'm assuming it's because you're using a Nintendo Switch controller. But maybe you're using a Pro controller, I don't know. But, if you're using a Nintendo Switch controller, that is quite difficult. Oh, and that is so risky. If that was like a 5-tick, 2 seconds in that would have destroyed you. Nice job saying hold for me. I like your comms just generally. Nice, you're getting some beams on. That's pretty good. I like this rotate. You guys are obviously in zone, so it's not as important to be rotating properly. I like how you're saying get on top of logjam. Okay, I gotta stop talking while you're talking. So, yeah. Getting on top of logjam here is a great idea, simply because it's just gonna give you that vantage point, that's far, like that site that you can see what's happening in the lobby. Obviously, there's like, I don't think, like, I think this says 14 or 13 or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what it says exactly, but I'm pretty sure it says 14 or 16. One of the two. But anyway, nice job refarming. This is good. And what you can do now is you can go refarm, because you just use, like, I don't know what, like 50 wood, but 50 wood could be the difference between life or death in this game. And I'm not saying that, like, as, like, a pun. I'm, like, legitimately saying that.
They're cracked. I think they're all
Okay, this is a bit risky because somebody could beam you from the left or the right and just like devastate your health. And you should, if I were you, I would build because you have pretty good mats. I don't know because I can't see them, but yeah, you have capped brick, pretty much capped wood, and I see like 300 of this. I don't know exactly how much though. But yeah, nice job. I like getting inside the building. Was that a bouncer crash pad rotate? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Nice job going for this loot. Obviously, there's no one there.
Imagine if it disappears. It's not even in circle. It's not even circle. Why are we bush camping?
Okay. I like your rotate a bit here. It's just, I think you guys need to kind of acknowledge that those people in the metal could see you, so one of you always needs to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I was about to say, what in the world are they doing?
Yeah, you guys are just, I think, walking towards them without really looking at them, so if they just take a peek at you, they could, yep, there we go. Yep. They could beam you. So I think you guys need to pay a little bit more close attention to that. It's just another thing with awareness. I'd say the main issue with every single person that I've VOD reviewed is really just awareness. Awareness of where you are, who can see you, all this stuff. And I've come up to so many people saying, how do I survive more mid-game fights? How do I win more mid-game fights? Well, the best way is to really just be aware of where the people are. So that they don't get a, like, I don't know, like, so they don't beam you for 160 before the fight starts, you know? So yeah, now you guys are, no, I wouldn't say scuffed, I'd say that you used a lot of mats. And obviously, I think there's like 8 people left. I don't necessarily know why you guys are based up.
We're gonna have to crash pad this. Come over and stare.
I don't know what your duo's doing right now. It's a really, really risky peek. Yeah, it's a really risky peek. And see, right here, that's just another aspect of chemistry. You guys are shooting at 2 different things, which isn't bad per se. I'd say it's just not great, you know? Try to focus on the same thing at the same time because always 2 is better than 1, right? Unless you like, I don't know, whatever. I like the rotation. I like most things here. I think. Knife shop spraying, that's good. Spray this wood, that's good. Big beam. Now your aim's actually not too bad. I'd say your aim's one of the stronger parts that you're doing. You've lasered a couple kids through the course of this game.
Bro, what is this?
Yeah, so there seems to be a lack of chemistry between you and your duo partner. Like for example, one of you guys will be going to edit a wall and the other one will just pickaxe it because like he's also trying to edit the same wall. So I'd say just get used to that, you know, just get more accustomed, like play more specific things and you know, decide as a duo partner. And I'd say one of the biggest issues of finding a good teammate is that oftentimes kids that compete are like, they're kids, they're like what, 13, 14, 15, and most of the times other kids are, I don't want to say trolls, but a lot of them are trolls. I can't tell you how many duo partners I've had that'll just be like, oh, let's grind wagers all day, let's like, I don't know, like, oh wait, you want to make designated roles for something? Oh, come on, what's the point? Well, we can just W key, like, we can just do box fights. Like, this kind of stuff is just stupid. I'm not saying your duo partner is a troll, I'm just saying be vigilant of that, viewers of this video, be vigilant of that, because oftentimes it will, like, affect the way that you play. And if you're serious about competitive, let me repeat that. If you're serious about competitive, find a duo partner that's also serious about competitive. That's one big thing.
No, they have height.
I wouldn't say that they have height. I'd say that no one has height right now. I'd say height isn't defined by only being one layer above someone. I'd say height's defined by being the highest in the lobby, which is technically what they are, but you can take height with one crash pad right now. And this is a horrible rotate. Okay. Alright, this is kind of strange. You guys obviously have you have 1,000 mats yourself. Right now you're rotating on foot towards first moving. You have mats, you could be building here. If you were building here, like, oh, at least one wall this way, and then a roof and then like a floor on top of you, that would be, really, it's a horrible drawing. But you know what I mean. If you were building that would be way better than whatever this is. I mean, it's not, how do you even draw this? I don't know. Whatever. But it's not, the rotate that you're doing right now is not too great. So I wouldn't do this if I were you. Like, you guys are just running behind, and these people have every chance to beam you. And there's even people, but yep, yeah. And I've noticed that's one thing, like, you're always catching yourself, and you're like, oh crap, I should have built there. But like you need to like train yourself to be more proactive and build during those times where you think that you should have built. No need to place this wall right here because there's nobody over here. So that's kind of just like a waste of mats.
Are you on me?
Yeah, so it's still a waste of mats. That's a lot of mats that's going to be wasted. You guys are going to be... I'm betting you guys are out of mats in like... in a couple of... like a little bit of time. Okay, now your duo partner is dead, sadly. Nice.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
I bet... okay, if your duo partner asks you to res you there... I don't necessarily know what he's thinking. I don't know. Playing floppers here, this is good, but if you're playing floppers, you ideally want to try... Oh, that's risky. No, you're gonna be at like 10 health when you leave, or you're gonna die. Yeah, you're dead to storm. Oh, no, you have another flopper, and you got siphon. No, don't open the chest! No! Don't open the chest.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, that's good.
Oh my gosh.
You won that, but I'm gonna be honest, you should not have won that game. Like... there were certain things, like, I don't know exactly... Hold up, what? So, you're in the storm, obviously. This is fine. Playing floppers is fine. If anything, it's actually really good. But right here, you kind of walk forward, stop for a second, like, try to open the chest, miss to open the chest, try to pick up the minis, and then you, like, wasted, like, at least 5 ticks. This guy, if this guy had any real sense at all, he would have just shot you. Like, just shot you with his AR. Because that was... an extremely free win. You came out with 7 HP, and you're very lucky that this guy is clueless and just got left in the zone.
Oh my god.
So, there were some severe, like, I wouldn't say that, like, it was really bad. I'd say that there's just 3 things I'm gonna ask you to work on. There's awareness. Alright? Aware. Oh, I'm getting better at writing this. Alright, I almost spelled awareness wrong. Awareness? I'd say, definitely please work on your chemistry. How do you even spell chemistry? Chemistry. With your duo partner. And your mechanics. Your mechanics are probably the least I would tell you to work on, though. Like, I'd say your building and editing, and that can be improved in, like, 3 hours if you just sit in creative for 3 hours and just build. But these are the 3 things that I tell you to improve. Awareness, chemistry, and mechanics. This is really important. Specifically, your awareness. I'd say that's your weakest thing. Like, there'll be certain times where you'll just be, like, missing where people are, making like pretty scuffed rotates and all that type of stuff. So I'd say just be more vigilant for that type of stuff. And yeah, I think that's really it. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel down below. If you guys are on Switch or console or Xbox or one of those things, please let me know by leaving a comment saying that you are down below, and tell me how it is right now, because I've heard that console is actually pretty difficult to like on like competitive wise. People are pretty good on console, but anyway, yeah, if you guys did like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.